Hey there, fellow traders, and welcome back to the third installment of our exciting journey into algo trading with Python and the Fires API. I'm Sanjay, and I'm thrilled to have you with us once again. In our previous videos, we have created Fires API app, installed Docker, PyCharm, and downloaded the Algo Repo and did installation and configuration. If you have not checked those out yet, be sure to catch up because we have got some incredible content waiting for you. But today we are diving even deeper into the world of algo trading because, as promised, we'll be taking our trading strategy to the next level by running it inside a Docker container. Yes, you heard it right. We're going to containerize our algo and I will walk you through every step of this process. So, whether you are a beginner or an experienced trader looking to level up your game, you are in the right place. We have got a thrilling tutorial lined up for you, and by the end of it, you will be a pro at running your algo trading strategies in a Docker container. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel. And as always, if you have any questions or if there is anything specific you'd like to see in future videos, please drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys, and your feedback helps us create even better content. So without further ado, let's get started. So let me open my PyCharm first. So here is my PyCharm. First thing, I'll make sure I have my correct redirect URL set both in environment variable and in the settings.yaml. So both are same. I see my pin is missing, so quickly I'll set up my pin. So I have entered my pin correctly. Now I'll minimize this. I'll open Docker, so I'll head to start button and search for Docker desktop. Now I can see my Docker is running. You can see it is green and engine is running, and I'm in the images section. I can see the image. So how to run container is we need to create a container out of the Docker image. Okay, so this is the Docker image. We'll create a container. So there is no container as of now. I go to images. I see my Python Fires Algo image is there. Here there is a run button, so I'll click on run. So this is asking me to add some additional optional settings, so that I'll quickly do that. So here is the first option is container name. So I can give any name of my choice. So I'll give fires underscore API underscore server. You can give any name of your choice, but make sure there is not any space in between. Okay, so you can use underscores to connect. Now I'll skip the ports. I'll go to volumes. So in this volume, host path. So this host path should be the path where your repositories are there. So the directory where, or the folder where you have downloaded or unzipped your repository, it has to be that path. So I'll search it, go to D drive and Fires Algo main. So this is the folder where I have my repository downloaded. So I'll select this as folder. So this is our local folder, and this will get mapped into the containers folder of /app. So all the contents of this files will get mapped to this app. So when we run the container, if we go to this particular directory or folder, we'll see all the content. So all these contents will get mapped here. Now we need to give a port. So this port has to be 4001. So what this does is this will map my system's 4001 port to the containers 4001 port. Okay, this is helpful if you are trying to run any strategy from your PyCharm. So this PyCharm is in my local. So if I want to run any strategy file from here, so I need to give this port or expose this port. I'm sorry it went. I'll quickly give the things again. Fires API underscore server, host path, then container path /app, and host port I'll give 4001. Once you've done these settings, then hit run button. Now your container will get started. I'll give certain details of this window. So this is under containers. If I go back, I'll see my, I again go to containers, then I'll see there is a container has been created with this image and status is exited. This is the port that I gave. This last started was 15 seconds ago. This is stopped already, and there is a start button and there is optional things. Okay, so here I can click and get the view details. When I click on view details, I can get access to this window. Okay, so in this window, the first item is the name of the container, then the image name, so from which image this container is created, okay, or running, and this is the container ID, and this is the ports of your system and for the container. Then there's a status, it says exited 1 is the error code and the time. Then we have 3 buttons. First is stop, then start, then restart, and then delete. So now in this section we have various tabs. So first tab is logs. So logs is where once your container is running, so all the logs will show up here. So now I can see I have some error in here. So what is the error? It is actually trying to generate an access token, but it failed to do so. Why is that? We'll come to know. So let's go to our browser and open fires.in. Let's sign in. So I'll give my PIN. So I given my PIN and hit enter. So I logged in now. I'll search for Fires API. Get started. So now we see that our Fires API is inactive. So you remember in the first video I told if it is inactive then we'll have some issue. So this is the issue because this is inactive. So how to activate this is, if you closely look into our logs, so there is a section which says URL to activate app, and there is a URL has been given. Okay, so you need to copy this URL and paste into your web browser, or else if it is clickable you can click it. So for me it is clickable, so I'll click on it. So let me click on it. So when you click on it, it will open in a web browser, and because this is inactive we need to accept some terms and conditions. So I'll click on this button and I'll click on continue. So I'm accepting these terms and conditions. So once you accept or continue, then your API will get activated. So let me click here. So now it has redirected me into this google.com. Why? It is because I have given these settings in my file here and the same in the environment file .env file. Okay, so remember first video I told it has to be some live server, live URL like google.com or facebook.com, something like that, so that it can correctly redirect you. If you give something that is doesn't exist, so the redirection will not happen and you will get some error. But once this API is active, then you can change this anytime. Okay, that also I'll show. So let's go to API Fires. So now I'll refresh this page and it says it is now active. So what I do here is I'll just click on edit. I'll change this to www.sanjayisgreatcoder.com. So this actually doesn't exist, but I'm giving this. I'm copying this, saving the changes. Okay, but the thing is once you change it, it will again become inactive. That means we need to do that process again. No worries, we'll do that again. We'll click on the start button. Then it generated a link for us. Click on this. You see this error? Please provide a check for valid redirect URL. I intentionally did this to show you why you should give a proper URL. Okay, so I'll close this. I'll close this again. I'll go here, edit it, and I'll change it to google.com. and make sure it is same with our settings, environment.env file and the other file. Okay, so save changes. I saved it. Now what I'll do is I'll run it again. So I'll click on start. Again it gave me a new URL. I'll click on this URL, accept the terms and click on continue. So now it has redirected me correctly. So I'll close this. This is not required. Now what I need to do is I need to run this again. Okay, so I'll click on start. Alternatively, you can run it from here as well. If you go back in the container section, you have this start button. All these things, you know, to do any changes, just hit on start. Now it says running. To see the details, click on this link button, click on view details, and now this, if you see this is started. So I can click on this, and if it says hello world, that means your server is running fine. Okay, so I'll close this. Now I need to run some strategy file. So for that, make sure there is a strategy file in your SRC directory. So here is one file that I have for test purpose. Name is fires_strategy1.py. So either you can directly run this file from your terminal, like clicking here somewhere, or you can right click and run fire strategy. Okay, so I'm not doing that. I'm giving another option how to run it. So in this section, go to terminal. So when you hit terminal, by default it will open in /app. So what I need to do is, we need to do I need to show you something. So I'll do ls-lrt. Okay, ls-lrt. So this command, what it does is, this will list all the files in the current directory. Okay, so I hit enter. So these are the files and folders in this current directory. So what is the current directory? To know it, you can enter pwd, which means print working directory. So /app. So this is my app. So I'm currently in this folder /app. So here in this folder, in app folder, I have src, vn, and logs folder, and others are files. Now in PyCharm I showed like I have a strategy file in the src. So how to check that is, I'll do same ls-lrt, but instead of this directory, I'll say I want to see this listing for src folder. So I hit ls-lrt space src and hit enter. So it will show me all the contents of src folder. Okay, so I see this file, that means this file is there. So you can only run if the file is present. If the file is not present, if you try to run it, it will throw some file not found error. But since this file is under src, I can run this. So how to run is, so to run any Python file, first you need to write Python, then you have to give a space, and then you have to give the complete path of the file. So where is my file? So my file in the /app then src. So I'll give here /app/src then / the file name. So this is my file name. So I'll give the file name exactly how it is. So this is Python /app/src/ firestrategy1.py. Then I hit enter. So if I give the correct path, then it will try to run it. So make sure your container is running, then only you run this. If your container is not running, it will throw some error, or even it will not open the terminal. Okay, so my container is running. I see the logs. Here it is also running. Okay, and then in terminal I can see the logs. So to stop it, it's very you need to click on this stop button. So let me click on this stop button, then I'll go back. So it is the status is now will change. It is trying to stop this container for me. You see the status has been changed, exited 137. So the container has been stopped now. In case you want to run it again, you just hit on this start button. Make sure you're under containers, not on the under images. Okay, you have to be under containers. And if you see the container, click on this start button. So it will start the container again. Then I'll click on this view details. I'll see the logs here. Then I can go to terminal. To run a strategy file, what I need to do is I need to do Python, then /app, or else you can do like you are already under /app, so you don't need to give that. You can just give dot, which means you are in the same directory, or else simple you can run is Python, then space src is the directory, then your file, strategy file name, okay, and then hit enter. So this is running my strategy now. I'll stop this container and I'll show how to complete stop Docker. So I'll click on stop, go back, I'll wait till the status is exited. Okay, it is exited now. So if you simply close this, it will not permanently close it, okay? Permanently in the sense, it will not close it. It will be closed to your systems tray. So you have to go to your systems tray. You will see your icon of Docker. You need to right click on that icon, and then the last option is quit Docker desktop. So you have to click on that. So I went there and I'm clicking out Docker desktop. If you don't see it, I'll just try to show it again. So I'll go to my systems tray. I see this Docker icon. I'll right click on it and select quit Docker desktop. Okay, so this is the way to completely stop the Docker engine. So this is it for this video. Great job. We learned how to create a container from the image, then configuring the container and run our strategy file. This is it for the video, and I will see you in the next video. Hey viewers, thank you for watching this video till the end. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more such content. Comment below what next content you are looking for. If you'd like to show your support towards my work, you can contribute using my UPI ID. You can find UPI details in the description below. Stay safe, stay healthy, and let us meet in the next video.